little shredder from Snapfire. There's 3 very good tools at dealing with the egg, right? And that is where the clock or the axe or even a Nature's Prophet with a good sprout can come in to disjoint all of those heroes from getting the necessary jump onto the egg.
Charitable of you.
Oh, ready with the tip onto 423. Interesting.
Interesting. What is the law here?
I don't know.
I wish they made it a rule that casters could talk to players during a pause.
I would be so if I
Nothing.
That'd be so annoying.
Nothing.
One day. TOs, let's make it happen. Or maybe just jump into TeamSpeak even.
Yeah, that sounds really good actually. Yep.
That'd be really competitive.
I would let you go in first, do all the talking, and then you can just relay what you find out back to me, okay?
Mid-game interviews, deliberately pause, go into the booth during TI Grand Finals, just say, so you just died. How do you feel?
I will commit this to memory.
Or you get the player that did the kill to do the interview to the guy who died.
Yeah, like a head-to-head in the middle of the stage.
Head-to-head, yeah. God, Nico's being annoying.
Positive metal.
Sorry, forgive me, Riddies. He's actually being a very fun, enjoyable gamer.
And
It's just
that new Phoenix set is quite something.
It's so beautiful.
It's very purple.
I'm shocked it's not one of the rares.
Yeah, true.
It is just.
You also
majestic.
get the look at the icon as well on the supernova because you turn into a big baby owl sleeping. And you get a nice little icon to go with it. The smokes are getting popped, but no one really cares. This is one of those boring minute zero smokes where you're just using it to see where the enemy is.
Where could Invoker be?
His people. Echolocating.
Da.
Does that give wand charges? I'm guessing not.
No.
Shame. Oh, yeah, maybe having a... Nah, just kidding. So it's just getting a free full bore scatter blast out, and that'll be that. 2 for 2 on the bounty runes. A little greedy there from Tenacity, and they'll pay with a little bit of health for it. So safe lane is going to be 2-4-3 on the Nature's Prophet with Essie on the Clockwork. Should be a pretty safe lane. You got your nice ranged core comboed up with a melee support. On the opposite side, it's PMA on the Underlord with Zayats on the Snapfire, which is the opposite way around. Range support, melee, core.
No. And the Snapfire, of course, with the cookie, you'll always be able to get away from the cogs. So I'm not really expecting there to be kills on either side.
Unless...
Gee,
oh my god!
God! That was not filthy!
Zayats is... I mean, he just run it down at this point.
He hit every single cog.
He didn't just hit every cog, he then bounced him off. My goodness, I've never seen a man get pinballed so hard in my life. That was degrading for Zayats.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Once Zayats is level 2... Do it again!
Let's see, how good is he? What the? Why did 4-2-3 grief him with the sprout?
It didn't.
Pushed him away.
No, he already walked away. The sprout did nothing.
Well, either way, rubbish sprout. 0 out of 10.
Yeah, fair play. What a high energy start to the lane. Didn't think a single cogs would give me that.
Yeah, no, that was.
Get excited. Yeah.
That was fun. That was one of those things which makes you want to go play the hero and just practice doing that. You never will, but well.
I think like 20 games, you might do it once. So,
yeah. Got the juice, and Riddy's up in the top lane as well. He loves a bit of dazzling.
Yep. One of the few support players that still plays it. And of course, into Axe Phoenix, he's just very, very strong, as you see here. Yeah.
Jeez. Blood grenade coming out as well. Riddy's ain't done. But maybe he should be done. He backs off from under the tower. Jeezy also getting the old 1-2 money maker. Wow. aggression up in the top lane as well. Going very nicely for Na'Vi. And meanwhile, over towards the middle lane. We have Niku actually losing a trade here with Mirage a little bit. But he'll be chill.
There's two constants of Navi's games today. Zayat's dying in the laning phase. And Niku looking like he's always about to die, but doesn't die.
Yeah, but absolutely getting destroyed at mid every single time. The flip side is that they win the game anyway, so that is the
Invoker,
third constant in Navi's games.
Yeah, Exo Invoker isn't the most dominating lane hero, right? You are playing on, what, Forward Spirit, Cold Snap, and the occasional Sunstrike. So I can see why, of course, he's not like crushing lanes as if he's playing an Ember or a Tiny or other heroes like that. But yeah, it's funny to note. Alas, we are yet to see a First Blood. Axe is the core struggling the most. But other than that, everyone's pretty much CSing quite nicely. Nature's Prophet. Uncontested so far in the bot lane. That is one of the issues with, you see a little bit of fight top different.
F might just
Getting
be
quite
dead.
low.
Yeah, though. That said, got the juices getting cooked up a bit as well. Sunstrike's gonna come through. It's getting absorbed by Jeezy, but they'll get the kill into Nefrit regardless. And Jeezy, he doesn't have that poison on him, so he is gonna be all right.
Yeah.
You really cannot be trying to go aggressively onto an Abaddon Dazzle lane like this. It looked a little close at some point, but don't forget, Riddy's holding on to this healing Lotus the entire time. Like he was big chilling there. He wasn't worried for a second about his Abaddon, so looked close to me at first, but revisiting it in hindsight, you realize that actually the Navi just kind of messing with them.
Yeah. Especially because to get a kill, you need to like lock into melee position, and then Niku's just going to hit a Sunstrike to kind of help even turn it to Navi's favor.
Absolutely.
The next time they fight, though, I am expecting 4-2-3 to potentially TP in. He is complete free farming the bot lane. Of course, also free farming. I'm expecting to see just a little bit of presence from the Nature's Prophet. Otherwise, Nefrit will just heavily fall behind. Now 12 CS. That's nearly the same amount of CS as a Dazzle, by the way. Also nearly the same net worth as Dazzle, actually. Yeah, it's...
Huh. That's not good.
No, but we didn't have high expectations for the Axe lane into both Abba and Dazzle, to be fair.
PMA getting chopped down in the bottom side. Very nice catch there from SE. And comboing in with 4-2-3. But hey, at least Axe has loads of stacks in the jungle to follow up on.
I'm not falling for it.
No,
I've seen the positioning.
Pass, but,
no, we're not falling for it. We've
stalwart.
seen... There it is. He had a glance at that minimap and was like, brother, no one's entered the triangle. But they're entering the mid lane. Niku, TP.
They are.
Oh, sorry.
Niku very low here. He's used his one, which means he will be going down. I was wondering if they could get Dazzle or the Baden in there quickly enough, but it wasn't to be the case. Got Juice trying to run down Mirage the old-fashioned way. Might just go into tower and try and pop that shield, but Jeezy says no. Some lovely little body blocks, and SE's coming in from behind as well. There are very literally 4 heroes mid. Got the Juice. It might not be okay here. Nice little cookie out from Zayat, so it does get him to safety. That will be that.
God, the Juice is so aggressive. TP's to mid, chases down. Luckily, the supports are in position to save him, but they broke down there from the lanes very quickly.
I guess he was kind of close to being able to get that kill onto the Storm. It just feels like didn't really achieve much.
It's more like if the TP was earlier and then he shielded the Invoker, saved the Invoker to then bring in the reinforcements, it's a great move, right? But the fact that he TP'd in, Invoker's already dead, things just feel a little bit lost. The mindset is good though, just, you know, a couple seconds off.
100%.
Oh, Sunstrike.
Strike! Oh no! Nefrit caught TPing, dead, and now has to do a long old walk of shame back to this lane. Just as his game was looking somewhat salvageable from the rotation, he got a bit of space, but nope. Nope. Well. All right, guys, where are we thinking this this Blink Dagger's come out for Nefrit? I'm going to put it at 14 minutes.
Ooh, I think he's going to somehow get a couple kills, and it's going to be 13-21.
Gone bang on 14 minutes.
Okay. I am optimistic. He is level 4, but I do believe.
This is some slow farming. Level 2 count helix in the jungle is a little rough.
But you are right. This game feels more like he should be going straight for Blink Dagger. You know, amplify this Storm Jump or the Nature's Prophet TP. It doesn't feel like Blade Mail is going to be too impactful.
Nope.
As Niku does get a nice kill onto the Phoenix.
That was a lovely little snipe there. The Sunstrike didn't connect. It was just right clicks, but yeah, Cold Snap and clicks are enough. Ooh, Mirage doing a little bit of thievery here in the enemy triangle. That won't be taken well, and SE being the bodyguard for him as well. Slows down Navi's advance and probably gives his life for this, which makes this sort of okay for Navi, although... Ooh, Mirage comes in, immediately gets stunned, and leaves again. Okay, cool. Thanks, Mirage.
No, he got the stacks, ran away. Happy life. Sure, he might kill his clock, but yeah. If you're a core player, don't worry, guys, I'm doing good. Let's go, Jeezy, let's go. Oh, either way, it doesn't even matter. Great job, boss. Sorry. Thank God I wasn't
Sorry,
casting
just,
at TI, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, Axe moving into the Blade Mail instead of the Blink Dagger, so let's pump back those timings a little bit.
Oh, I did actually go for the... Oh, okay. Him going Blade Mail is an indicator that his team's telling him that we're not going to be ready at 13, 14, whatever minute mark to still fight with you. We still want to, scale a little bit more. So if you go Blade Mail, farm a little bit quicker, even if you get it at, say, 18, 19, then we'll be ready. But that clearly has been like a team call. They're not trying to be hyper aggressive. They'll take the fights they can, but not really going to be relying on Axe to be the centerpiece of that aggression. And Jeezy.
Definitely not. Not with the game he's had anyway.
No.
Also feels bad when you run in for that blink and try to force it. Ooh, Sunstrike coming down on the rune here, meaning Mirage takes a fair amount of damage, and Niku denies the rune as well, because of course, he didn't even have a bottle, he didn't care about that. Rocking up, sending in his little helm unit to die. And that'll be that.
Put down the spirits, go for the D ward. They do have a stack, but they're going to have to help Nefra out. He's not that strong. Yeah, throw down some fire spirits. Quite a weird combo. You fire spirit to stop the attack speed, and then Axe is like, I kind of need the attack speed.
this isn't that helpful, but thanks.
Yeah. Use a salve.
And he got two of them as well on the Phoenix. That one doesn't feel too good. It's like, okay, buddy. What can you do? But, I mean, we're painting a pretty bleak picture for Zero Tenacity. It's really not that bad. 4-2-3 is farming
great for everyone.
fantastically.
But Axe.
But Axe, yes. We are just bullying Axe at this point. Niku, he's had a bad time as well, but, those of you who are new to the Niku show, welcome. This is just par for the course here. This is absolutely what we're expecting at this point. He might even die here. Who really cares? Although, getting a good amount of damage coming back the other way, but the Sunstrike does get dodged. Now it comes to Grave pretty early here from Riddies, but just wants to make sure his buddy does not fall, but he's going to be a little careful of dodging out some of these fire spirits, but it looks like he is going to live. Kiss is coming out as well, looking for Jeezy, or actually looking for Mirage. That's a greedy play there, choosing to go for the Storm instead of the Phoenix. And Phoenix now going to get denied to Rush because of it. Mirage, can he get up that hill? He doesn't quite have enough. The Sunstrike ain't quite going to land either. Soaring comes out to buy him just a little bit more juice to try and get away. And I think he is just going to be able to do so as PMA. He's going to farm some cogs. Or maybe look in towards his bottom tower instead. But Mirage does, in fact, escape. What a great play there from Mirage to get out of that one. I thought he was toast.
Still to go for the jump and to not find just anything really. The Axis wasn't there to help with the dunk through the Grave, and of course Grave, wonderful spell. You go for a kill, no dunk, he just runs away. It's rough as that. And I just double checked the ping of 423 and SE is 100+, which means they are still currently playing from Mongolia. Do you know what the time difference is from Mongolia to EU?
Goodness me, I mean, it's got to be like about 5 hours or something, right?
It's
Maybe even
+8
more.
to GMT.
8! Holy!
So right now GMT we're +1, so we're 7:32. So it's 7 hours above. Yeah, it's basically midnight for them, or
Cool.
2 in the morning. Sorry.
2 in the morning, 2 a.m. It's a nice 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Dota. Hey, I do that all the time.
Yeah, no, but it is still, every time I see them play, when they have ping, it is just so commendable that they want to become, you know, tier 1 pros. They want to try and, you know, break away from being tier 2, tier 3, etc. But to do that, they have to play on 100 ping at like 2, 3, 4 in the morning, depending on when the series starts. They started the first series today, what, like 9 hours ago or something? It's very commendable.
All I'm saying is, don't let these guys get on land with no ping. They'll be unstoppable. They've been in the hyperbolic time chamber for too long.
Yeah.
Had the training weights on as SE getting blasted. Yeah, that's true. Don't let them have sleep either. If these guys are well rested on land, then no one can play against them. The scariest safe lane in Dota history. Gotta be a bit suspicious that this wave is fortified, right? Yeah, he is. He backs himself off. Croker gonna do its thing. Throw out some tendrils of the deep. And buy himself the space he needs to survive.
I think for Zero Tenacity, the fact that they haven't progressed more of the game state is going to hurt them, right? The idea that they haven't brought Nature's Prophet to break the mid tower, the top tower, any tower actually, all 3 towers are alive. And to be clear, Nature's Prophet isn't a tower taking hero anymore, right? With the fact that he doesn't have the greater treant, but still, just bringing numbers on a catapult wave, getting the kills, utilizing the catapult, that can be enough to do something. Of course, with how bad the Axe game was, the fact that they were, you know, contesting stacks, doing other moves, it has delayed their ability to just stop Navi from farming, right? Abaddon's now got Radiance. Reddy's is on the way to a mech. You've got the full pipe on the Underlord. So Navi, they're ready to group up and start trying to take some of their towers for themselves. They got 4 heroes in the mid lane. Of course, Underlord at any minute can just Fiend's Gate in if required.
Holy particle effects. Have you seen the particle effects when got the juice with the Radiance, with the Quarto's effect on it, and then attack something with the Curse of Avernus? That's a lot of colors, man.
But you won't see when he uses Lotus. That's
Yeah.
that's a rough one.
You'll definitely see this Radiance, though. It's quite the... Go on, attack it, attack it. Of course, now he doesn't attack anything for the next half hour. See, look at that. That's so much going on. Some poor kid's laptop is burning a hole through his knees. Too much for my GPU to handle. 2-5 is a scoreline. A slight advantage here for Navi. They are chilling. They're trying to hit their timings. They want to be able to get their pipe and their Aghanims up on PMA. And then I imagine we'll start seeing some plays coming out from them. Storm Spirit, meanwhile, he's looking for the Kaya and Sanj, but it's not really their timing. The timing is his Axe Blink, which he is so close to here. It's scary that I'm scared watching an Axe jungle at 60 minutes into the game, but he is indeed going to hit that Blink Dagger eventually. At a, he's going to get it around the 17-minute mark, so... Say what you will, but he is back into the game after this point.
Yeah. Not too shabby.
Yeah, I mean, same net worth as Nico, in fact, even about 100 more, so can't complain about that.
As long as they layer it in like a clean 1-2 punch, I think they'll be fine, right? It's find the Invoker, Axe Call, Nature's Prophet TP in, boom, happy days. Even getting a support like a Dazzle or a Snapfire will feel really good. Both of them apply so much pressure throughout the fight if uncontested. And Nefrit and Essie are currently smoked up. We'll see what they're able to find. They double scan or are they two different scans? Oh, they double scanned.
That was two different scans.
Is it?
Yeah,
No, they're
because one of
both.
them went.
Uh,
No, one of them
yeah,
went
you're
red
right.
and one of them was green when PMA left it. So
Okay. Oh no, they're both radiant scans. Press
they
enter.
were. Oh, okay. Guess they were just slightly offset from each other there.
Yeah. All right, cool. We need the who you scan.
Yeah. It kind of feels like waiting for these guys to fight, but I actually am not sure if they ever will. If Navi get their way. Like Nefrit's desperately looking for a lane to go and blink call someone on. Mirage is doing his best to be a tasty little treat, but Navi don't care. They've got other business to attend to. Other parts of the map to play.
The game is incredibly slow. I'm not going to even try and hide it. But it then really boils down to whoever makes the first move, it needs to be perfect. Nefrit finds
Well,
the
this
Invoker.
is pretty good. This is pretty damn good. Nefrit on the hunt, links up with his first target. Now, he comes out Crimson Fiend's Gate, but you're not really going to be going through that one, I don't think.
The fact that Tier 1 Towers is live top, right? Of course, the speed in which Invoker died, there was no real way to find him. But Jeezy getting jumped to the mid lane.
Yeah, they'll take him down. Not too much trouble there.
No, not at all. But okay, let's look at the big item timings coming out, right? You've got Manta soon done from Abaddon. Aghanim's complete on the Underlord. So the next Fiend's Gate, he'll be able to TP in, apply a root. He's also going to be level 15 with the talent, so you can have the root slow if he wants to. Invoker's 400 gold away from Aghanim's on himself. So in regards to the cause of Na'Vi, all three of them are going to be getting a big ticket item that you could argue wants to throw them into the middle of the fight, and it is Tormentor time, 20 minutes in. It looks like Zero Tenacity are just disengaging, of course. They didn't want to bring in their Nature's Prophet, and they did see the Fiend's Gate. Not Fiend's Gate, the Twin Gate getting activated by a hero of Na'Vi.
Yeah. No cares from Navi, though. They'll go for this Tormentor anyway.
Yep.
And we'll take it down with ease. And Shard actually going to Niku. I guess he is the poorest of the cause. And
I believe Snapboy his own.
Science already has. Yeah.
Yeah.
As he should.
Unfortunate for Dazzle. It's a pretty good shard.
Yeah, I mean, this is a
Yeah,
really
Fred
good
and
shard for Niku
GZ.
as well.
Are they going to find Nico again?
Looking like it. Oh, that's a quick tornado from Niku, but is it going to matter? They've still got the Prophet about to TP in here. Dazzle's nearby. Can he keep Niku alive? Looks like he can. Ice Wall comes down. Nefrit, he's stuck. He cannot move anywhere. The Sun Cataclysm comes down, takes out Nefrit, and they will gun down that Sun with ease. Navi, quick. Niku, lightning fast on that tornado.
I mean, they're going so aggressive with that smoke, right? Cutting behind the mid-tier 1 tower that's still alive. Seeing the Invoker, but the smoke breaks. And as it breaks, there's that perfect channel of vision where Invoker's... You're going to get a good half a second of reaction. And he utilized that time perfectly, of course. The tornado doing everything to stop Axe's jump. And 423 was like, lads, not for me. He is not joining at all.
Yeah, I'm out. Got the juice. Kinda
He missed on the
ring
cog
around
here.
the cogs with SE. Does SE get away with this? I mean,
He has another cog. He can run it back again.
he can. All right, round 2. Football. Oh, he just killed it. That's a problem.
Right.
Well, SE, it was a good
Don't try
run,
to count.
buddy.
There we
Whoop.
go.
There we are.
Nice. Good escape.
Very.
Do you know if that play was made back in like 2014, 15, or that had been like the most epic play to have seen?
Yeah, I do remember when it was like very easy to just kind of clout farmers clockwork by creeps, and everyone was like, "Whoa!"
I'm not saying it's a
You can do
problem.
that?
I'm just, I'm saying it more in a point of like, I'm upset that like as time progresses and we see more Dota, watch more Dota, people kind of obviously understand more things. Like, it is a shame that certain little things we're just numb to. Like, yeah, cool, nice escape, haha. Rewind the clocks and it's wow.
Yep. I think vacuums are the biggest ones. Used to be so impressed by like a big 5-man vacuum, but these
Now
days
he's got
it's part of the
Glyphoniers
course,
and AoE
especially when you're
talents, yeah.
the AoE, the book thing, the tome, whatever it is. It gives you AoE.
Zune Bloodright.
Indubitably.
Navi, they just sort of feel so comfortable. Like, they'd see Zero Tenacity making no moves, so they're like, alright, chill, we'll farm. Now they're grouped up again, and every time they group, I'm scared for Zero Tenacity. Like, can they take the fight? When they're split, sure, I'm expecting Axe or Clock to create some, you know, some little moments, but those moments aren't connecting, and just the 3 cores on Navi are just farming so well together. Like, just look at the net worth. It's just 3 cores. Nature's Prophet naturally will be up top, and then Axe, who did a great job recovering, but he never converted that kind of recovery farm into anything more than like a single invoker kill. But another smoke from Zero Tenacity. They are desperate to be aggressive. They want to fight.
Yeah,
See invoker top fight. He has the boots of travel.
Cool. You want to fight? Come at me. I'm ready to go. So going to try and cut in behind, try to catch the Dazzle. He's a good target, but he still gets up another projection, and that might be enough to keep Zayas alive. It is indeed for now, but I'm not sure he's going to survive through the other end of this curse. Both the supports are likely going to fall here. Zayas will go down as well. Efrit doesn't have the most health to work with, but the stun actually just about catches onto Niku as Phoenix comes through, peppering them all up right now as the BKB out from Mirage, but Jeezy not so lucky. He will fall. Got the Juice still sitting on the front line, still has borrowed time to work with his. He's kind of chilling, but Niku, he doesn't have borrowed time. He's dead. Mirage takes down another, gets himself a triple kill as 4-2-3. Looking to try and get out of this one. Got the Juice, though, should just be able to kill him off. Otherwise, jump in, cool. Nefrit, he gets him. Nefrit gets a kill. PMA, though, looking for a bit of revenge. That's a lovely little Venn diagram, and it's all adding up for PMA right now as he takes down another. It is 9 heroes dead. 8 heroes dead. I can't count in this fight. Just PMA and Mirage surviving. What a mess.
What a mess indeed. Zero Tenacity, though, they're gonna love the fact that they actually got some of these like the exit kills. Of course, they did, you know, get the Avid, get the Invoker, start with supports, and the fact they didn't really have to deal with the full brunt of that sustainability that we've been hyping up from NAVI. It didn't really come into play too much because they made that efficient jump, and that's what I want to see more from Zero Tenacity. Do that again, find the supports. Again, just to be clear, the initiation wasn't perfect. Like, they axe called onto only one support, didn't get the second one. Then he didn't actually get the dunk off, he missed it. The additional heal prevented Snap from dying to it, and the egg nearly died. It was on one hit, I believe. So everything was so close to being like kind of bad for Zero Tenacity, but it didn't work out. Like, it worked out in the end, sorry. But I want this mindset from them. I want them just to go again. They aren't really locked into massive cooldowns. Of course, egg is the only one, but it's already going to be up in 12 seconds time. Of course, BKBs will be helpful.
As PMA was so late to this fight, but well, he wasn't late, but he was just surviving through the whole thing and got everything he wanted from that. He actually gets up to level 20 now. He's the first hero to hit 20. It's not the craziest talent, I don't believe. The 10% atrophy or attack damage reduction in gain. It's, I don't know what your thoughts are on it. It's fine, I think.
With the build he's going, he's not going to utilize the damage too much. But as in all things, no, it's more like he's not doing like the he's not
from
becoming a
left
right
talent,
click.
yeah,
From left talent. So it's more, it will annoy the Nature's Prophet, and if you get a wipe and you're alive, it will feel good. Obviously hitting towers. Of course, every bit of debuff and buff is going to be useful in a Dota game. SE.
This is true. Yeah, they're trying to use this Aghanims to catch SE here, and it's working pretty nicely. Hits all over the place.
I feel like I've watched the same game from NAVI, but 3 times over.
Yeah, it really does. This strategy is certainly working for them right now.
It's like slow early game into pick off, better map play, eventual game win. Of course, there is a lot of life still in Zero Tenacity. Shiva's soon complete on the Nature's Prophet. Both the Axe and, sorry, on the Phoenix, sorry, for Shiva's. Ooh, 43 even Beaky being. Of course, he doesn't need to do that. He does have Invoker on his tail. But that would have been a good timing, right? Nature's Prophet BKB, Axe BKB. Throw all the heroes into a big fight. Right, PMA showing on the bot lane.
Nefrit gonna be
Another
taking a
BKB
whole load of
TP.
damage here, but a BKB TP out, and he's out of there.
Yeah.
That's where Riggy's going on a bit of a walk to try and link up with Got the Juice, and that's going to get them the kill onto SE. So plays across the map happening here from Navi. Even without the Fiend's Gate available, they're still confident enough to go and make these moves.
It just feels like no one in Zero Tenacity had that like authoritative call of this is what we're doing, right? Like the fact that Nature's Prophet has to BKB TP, then Axe is by himself trying to make a play for a Wisdom Rune, also has to BKB TP. And contesting Wisdom Runes can feel a bit shaky in this game, because the probability of finding someone you can kill is quite low, right? You run into an Abba, he's not dying. You run into an Underlord, he's not dying. You can only run into 3 of the other heroes, but the ones going for the Wisdom will be the guy who can't die, right? Like we're not in a pub. It's not going to be a solo Dazzle trying to be a cheeky Wisdom Rune enjoyer, right? It's almost like they haven't really got themselves on the same page yet. Meanwhile, Navi, they are.
Something to touch on in this game as well when it comes to like making calls and making plays. That's generally what you want from, your carry in the late game. They're the ones who are going to make the big calls in the game. Say, we're playing this area, we want to look for this. It's always a little different with a Prophet, though. The Prophet generally not going to be looking over the entire game. They're just going to be like, yeah, go make plays. I'll TP in. So if they're not used to having to have Nefrit on that kind of big decide everything role, it can be a lot of pressure and a lot of sort of change in voice, which not every team can get used to that easily. I don't know if that is a problem, but it potentially could be.
I mean, it does exist, right? I think a good example is if your captain, support player, for example, is playing IO, right? You're not warding, you're not making these moves. Mirage has to BKB.
Nice BKB from Mirage there, yeah.
Yep.
Didn't use it for the nice grave from Dazzle onto himself, of course, with the knock-out projection, as Spice get a little messy here, but Navi are in lump mode. They're trying to keep each other alive, and so far so good. They're just going to try and TP out of this one, but the Cataclysm is going to be enough. 4-2-3 actually.
Wait, he
died in...
He
was someone
he
in the
died
base?
in...
Someone must have been in the base, either TPing in or just there for another reason when the Cataclysm was cast, which means that there was one in the base which he then TP'd into and died.
Or he died the same second. Sometimes when you can die like on the map but your body still appears, that could also...
Yeah, that can happen. I think I saw some little craters in the base though. I'm not too sure.
Yours sounds way cooler. Let's go with yours. He TP'd into someone else's TP.
Yeah, he TP'd into the Axe's wow.
Oh, I should have the Steam. Oh, I should have the Steam record thing open so I could watch my own Too late.
Too late.
Oh, well.
Either way, that was very funny.
It was good.
Unlucky.
Yeah, Navi just choking out Zero Tenacity, making all the moves, ensuring that nothing really just happens for them, right? We hyped up BKBs, we hyped up Shivas, none of it's connecting. Of course, this has been into an Aegis, right? Where you don't want to run into the Abba. He plays with so much confidence. Niku, he is invisible. They don't see him as of yet. Actually, no, they do. They're the Sentry.
Right. Potential for a really good call here, but he's just going to go for the solo onto Niku and try and take him out. But of course, the Grave's going to be there. But Nefrit shouldn't care. Dunk is available, trying to chase Nefrit here, but can't quite get on top of Niku. Niku's going to live for now, and in comes Mirage. He really wants him. He really wants him. But that's a whole lot of shields coming out onto Niku. Navi do not want their mid laner to die, and he will not. He'll get away. It's Mirage who falls instead. Now turn over towards DZ. DZ is gone. Look over towards 4-2-3 as well. 4-2-3 is in trouble. He doesn't have a BKB anymore. The kiss is He's alone at taking him out. PMA's on the side, got the juices there. Triple kill for the Abaddon. NAVI are destroying Zero Tenacity in this game. What a fight from them. They thought they could get the boy genius, Niku, try and take him down, but they were so badly wrong. Axe, a guy in the base, got the juice, is going crazy.
Any
right now,
rampages?
looking for a little rampage for himself. I'm sure the team will be providing. So, I do take some interesting directions to try and get here, but Essie trying to stop him. And he actually blinks away. Wow, that's a disciplined player right there. That's me, I'm in the fountain, brother.
The sustainability, right? The barriers, the hills, the saves, the repositioning, everything getting used. GG will be dying as well. Top racks falls, they're punching the mid racks.
Constantly threatening with this blink. Orchid on got the juice, it's so scary. Bottom barracks now being jumped as well. If they want to defend, they'll have to do it without their Phoenix. Oh, the juice keeps it going. Alright. They're trying to jump here, but this ain't going too well. Cataclysm comes down, but doesn't really land. Under the cover of the BK. He's got, God, the juice still just going to take him out with a nice crit. Finishes off Nefrit. Now, though, in comes the Storm. Locking down, got the juice. And there's a BKB out from 4-2-3 as well, but he's hitting PMA. PMA doesn't care. And yeah, the GGs will come out. Watching their Prophet do that, they realized it was over. He was doing absolutely nothing. What a sad end to the game, but that'll be that. NAVI taking game number 1 here and making it look like this is going to be a very, very easy qualifiers for them team.
Yeah, just another methodical game. It feels like they just don't care about lane.
Exciting, but not that exciting as we're starting with a pause, so calm down, everybody.
That was a riveting entry to the game.
Truly.
Okay.
Truly.
43 has already shown us his build. He has Helm of Dom in quick buy. It's okay. We're safe.
Helm of Dom into Battle Fury.
Into Boots of Travel.
Blessed. I think Ogre Magi should be able to multicast Helm of the Dominator and get multiple creeps. Thoughts?
I kind of hate most of your suggestions, but this one sounds fucking fun.
The moment I was just making one of your heroes broken, you're like, sign me up.
Hello?
Nothing.
Every Dota player wants their hero to do something right. Okay, now the real question is, when a new patch drops, do you control F to your hero, or do you stay honest and go from top to bottom?
Depends on the size, dude. If it's one of those fancy patches with graphics and like loads of stuff at the top, then I'm reading the whole thing. But if if it's just like a list, then yeah, it's Control F time.
So a number patch, read top to bottom. A letter patch, go straight to your hero.
Yep.
Okay, that's respectable. You know what? Fair.
Question is, do you ever not read the patch and just queue a game? I know I already obviously you don't, but maybe before in the early days before waiting rooms and whatnot.
There's one guy who I sometimes play unranked with. It was like 2 months after a big number patch. My guy had played like 50, 60 games. And it was like, oh, so what did you like about the patch? And he's like, I haven't read it. It's like, what? He played for like a week and a half, just cold, no patch notes, nothing. He had no idea what was happening. It's like, you can read and just get general understanding. He's like, no, it's fine. I'll learn it in the game. I'm like, brother.
Yeah. I used to be so anti, like, I used to think those people were like fools, buffoons, you could say.
Yeah.
But over time, I've sort of warmed to it. I actually, there is no way to learn the game other than playing the game. You're only tricking yourself by reading patch notes. You don't actually learn anything. But
the difference is when you read
an angle.
Yeah, like you read the patch note, you might not be as
5
surprised
bounties,
when you
GG.
see it in game. 5 bounties.
Yeah, you get a magical 5th one if you get all 4. The 5th one
wonderful.
rises from the ground in the center of the map.
That's called First Blood. When Mirage runs it down mid when he doesn't get his bottle.
Okay, but to your point, right? Like it happens.
Go on.
So, oh no, there's a change to static remnant, and it can now, like, you know, I don't know, like, teleport. Okay,
Sure.
that happens to you once. Maybe you die, maybe you don't. Whatever, you've learnt it now. It's fine. Whatever. Like, does that even have like? If you've read the patch, does it even make a difference? I don't. I'm playing devil's advocate here, to be perfectly clear. By the way, I always read every single patch note because I'm a nerd. But I'm just saying. Maybe we don't got it right.
It would be fun if all 10 players in a lobby didn't know the patch.
Weren't
That would
allowed
be
to
fun.
read the patch, yeah.
Exactly. It's when
Maybe
one
this
guy's
is
read
like
it all.
a Mr. Beast content idea where you just lock 10 Dota players in a room for like 2 years, then they just have to play a game fresh out the. But
Oh, so they're okay, just locked in a room. They got nothing to do. Just gotta wait.
no, they don't get
And
to play Dota. They
eventually-
don't get to do anything.
Oh, okay.
They just sit in a
there.
room for 2 years doing nothing. White room, white walls. They get
Play
gruel.
one game. Okay.
Then play one game after 2 years. Then they can see
Let's
their
see.
families again.
Sounds more like a Squid Game type thing rather than Mr. Beast. But anyway.
I don't know. I've never watched the guy. I just assume.
Yo, that is actually no. Ignoring Squid Game, that is an unhinged great idea for a show match for TI. Just 10 people walk down.
We imprison them from last TI to this TI.
They
Now
know
we're gonna play a
nothing.
game for your entertainment. They just come out. They're just like beards, like shadows under their eyes. Like
Obviously, they've been well fed,
They can't
watered,
talk.
compensated for their year of waiting, but that would be
don't
beautiful.
worry, we gave them League of Legends to play in the meantime.
Oh no. Alright, what's happening in this game, Nomad? Bring me back to the game. We're
Nothing,
too
dude.
distracted.
We're 0-0. No, that trading. I mean, actually, to be honest with you, Zero Tenacity is doing quite well, especially at mid. Miku's may not have been an Evoker thing.
Oh no. No, to be fair, Storm Spirit is a good matchup to the Ember Spirit. You, of course, can just send the remnants into the Ember's face. Ember can eat a couple of them with Flame Guard, but yeah, overall Storm does pretty well. It's more based on kind of rotations, who comes into the lane first from supports, what happens in the 6-minute rune. For Nico at the moment, he's looking to go maybe phase boot Kaya. Oh, yep, top. Just a little tickle. I would be surprised if we actually see any kills in top, right? You got Firestorm and Fadebolt, like a lot of kind of cheap poking damage, and then Disruptor Sven, not the biggest kill lane. So it'd have to be, you know, pretty big mispositioning to die. And I am going to mute Mirage. Oh, I've just there's no mute button for me, so I just reported him instead by accident. Oh well.
Oh yeah, that's all you can do. Oh, cool.
Toxic chat, there we go. How dare you use a voice line? Oh yeah, you actually
It's when
can't
you
mute
get
them.
the,
What's that?
Well, why can we report them?
Oh, I can. You just have to left click them. Alright, I did it. I've reported Mirage. Congratulations, Cinderin. Your voice line was annoying.
That's the best thing a voice line can be, I'm pretty sure. PMA getting jumped down on the bottom side. It's a very light go, though, is up on the top side. That's a Sven getting awfully low. GZ going for the kill here, but can't quite find it. Fadebolt in 2, but got the juices nowhere near close enough.
Radiant are scanning.
He gets away. Don't know what Rudy's was doing at the time, but he was otherwise occupied. Oh, making stacks, maybe? I don't know. Either way, he's back, ready to help out, ready to throw some lightning balls away at Jeezy. Ooh, mid lane. Niku having to force Mirage back here, but it is Zayats that goes down for your first blood finally, and PMA also not looking that healthy. They've got a whole wave under this tower, but they won't be going crazy on this one.
Yeah, there's just so much damage between the level 2 and Shadow Word, the rebound or the dispose of the Marcy. You're expecting kills, and that's also what Warlock really likes to play with, right? He wants to get the Black Grimoire stacked, he wants to be able to get Golem as quick as possible. So any early kills means a lot. Oof, yeah, nice little sidestep there from Mirage.
Yeah, did have the wand, but don't know if it would have saved him.
Oh, SC walks
Get healed
mid.
up by SC.
Yep. Throw some stuff onto him. Happy days.
We staying around here until 6 minutes. I guess so. All right, everybody. Head on over. The party's about to get in at the middle lane. Anyone who's anyone's going to be there.
Oh, Jeezy. Behind the tower.
Easy, wrapping around onto Niku here. Niku might need some friends, and he doesn't really find them. SE's here as well, just to get a few more clicks in, and they will just kill him off. Zayats, well, he was dewarding, so... otherwise occupied. And that kill is absolutely going to secure the power rune as well, which is everything that Mirage wants from this and more.
Yeah, meanwhile, SE also doesn't get the D-ward himself, so Zayats gets a D-ward, SE places a sentry, doesn't catch the dire ward. So this is a small victory going the way of Navi in that engagement, but yeah, very good move from Zero Tenacity. A really long engagement, right? Just kind of waiting around, but critical that they get the rune.
They'll need a little more here as Mirage comes over, but yeah, they will kill him.
Okay, that does sour the move slightly.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Niku's kind of fine with it now. And yeah, Mirage not exactly getting the craziest rune to play with there, just a illusion. Probably just going to pop this randomly at some point to get his resources back. There's always that, like, I feel like every mid player is like, oh, an illusion rune, I can use that to break out of chains, I can use that to disjoint this spell, and you're just like, no, I'm just going to pop it and drink my bottle. SE? Is he getting away with this? Oh, okay. Double wisdoms go in the way of Zero Tenacity then. That's sort of insane.
Yeah, very happy.
Oh, 4 bounties for Navi, but 2 wisdoms for Zero Tenacity. I know which one I'd prefer.
Which one do you prefer?
The wisdoms.
Interesting.
Is that controversial? Oh, PMA, he's dead.
No, I think you are right. I was just trying to see if I could spin it, but no, I think you are right there.
It's a hard one to spin. There's got the juice, getting chefed up a bit in the top lane. Riddies comes in, tries to heal him up here, and it's just about going to keep him alive, so...
Polywalk charm, yeah. Happy days.
Absolutely. He's still holding his ground here. The problem is, when you come to this lane, you just got to kind of accept that you're not going to do any damage to anyone. It's Fade Bolt and Atrophy Aura, so if you don't kill him with your spells, you're probably not killing them at all. Niku, he's thinking of venturing up to this top lane here. But I think they're very ready for this rotation and taking the safe way out. Niku's not really going to find anything with his rotation, which always feels bad. 4-2-3, look at the PMA once again under the tier 2 tower. They will not be finding him.
No. He was contemplating if he wanted a golem, but didn't connect on the dispose, so it chilled. SE with the level 6. Didn't even have to use the Grimoire to get level 6. He really wants to get himself close to a tower. You've got him at a tier 1 tower, you're going to be able to take it after the fight as well. Get the kill, take the tower. It's kind of like the simple playbook for Warlock. And Navi, they're going to have to respect that. Again, that lack of control for Zero Tenacity will... Sorry, go on.
I was thinking maybe that's why the Magnus felt safe to be there, because you kind of expect the Warlock to go to other lanes to start dropping golems down, but...
Yeah, that's true. At least go to mid is the most natural move. But now they're going to double twin gate. And Riddies is up here trying to get some XP. Of course, losing out the double wisdom. They don't have a level 6. He's in level 5. But they have a nice ward, actually. Placed in the lane by Navi. And it's going to scout out any hero kind of poking their head in the hope to go for a kill. And 43 shows on the creep wave. Jumps in, but does not connect on anything. But it will net themselves another tier 1 tower, as he does use the Unleash as well to secure it.
Okay.
Yeah. So far, very good start in the game from Zero Tenacity. Taken bot tier 1 tower, taken top tier 1 tower. Threatened the kind of just the farm position of Navi.
Yeah, again, this is another chill game from Navi, but this isn't the same as the others, where I feel like I've been like super comfortable with their late game, and knowing that they've got some really strong timings to work towards, especially with the game that PMA's been having. He's had such a miserable time here. I'm just wondering when we're really going to see him being able to sort of come back into this.
Well, Magnus always has that ability, right? If you have the correct cause with you, it doesn't matter how bad your game is, you get a Blink Dagger, you're going to shine at some point, right? And that is where you have to look towards the Ember and the Sven. How good are their games? And the Sven just got the first spot in net worth of everyone. And he's not really been shut down, right? Going to be hitting level 9, has the Mask of Madness, getting closer towards the Echo Saber. In this game, when I look at what his hero can do, he will be able to delete Marcy, delete Storm if he gets the dump. And 4-2-3. No, sorry, not 4-3. This time Warlock now smokes with Storm Spirit, so Warlock going a different core. We're going to see the same Twin Gate. He wants
really
to
want
find
to
a pick
something,
off.
guys.
Yeah. Got the juice. Isn't reading this at all. He's still hitting the creeps.
No, this should be his death warrant here. Anybody nearby? I mean, there's heroes coming, but I don't know if they'll be saving him. In they go with the cookie. Nicely done, but unfortunately, Mirage still got a ton of mana left, and we'll be able to bring him down now. 4-2-3 getting involved with this one as well, and should be able to take down Riddies. Even looking more into Zayats. Mirage out of mana now, but, well, doesn't really need
Miss?
it. Ooh, the miss uphill. Zayats gets away with a very close brush with death there.
Yeah, the rule of Dota is you always have to say, right? Bash, miss, etc. Like anything RNG based, you say it, it probably will happen. Ooh, Riddies is TPing into potential death. There is a golem there. Ah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Niku kind of held his hand through it, but he himself was not going to stick around for long. Although God's Strength coming out, jumping onto SC. This isn't the fight I thought Got the Juice would arrive at, but with so little mana on the Storm Throat, they might just be able to get him, but the Golem is still alive and it's going to take him down. Oh no, Got the Juice is dead as well. That is an absolute disaster. Not the hero you want jumping in and dying like that, and you're getting heroes low, but you're not getting the kills. And again, there's Fade Bolts, there's Atrophies. You can't really get the clicks off just yet. You need a little bit more damage in the tank.
They're just running in. They're like the golem's just there. Like, lads, I'll slap you back to the fountain if you need, but
Put some respect on the name.
yeah.
Eight charges now in this Grimoire. It's a lot of experience whenever he wants it. Probably going to be used to get to level 12. Chain stolen by Jeezy. Going to be a hard one to land. But he's trying his best. Niku knows what he has, though. Now the camp's being taken. The stack's being stolen. This is looking really good for Zero Tenacity. It's a pace they need to play at, but also Navi aren't just struggling. They are pretty much just not in this game at the moment.
Yeah, the key thing for Zero Tenacity is all their cores are equally doing the same work to ensure that they're building this lead. It's not one hero popping off where if they die, the game can get volatile. It's like everyone's stepping up to ensure that this game is scaling very, very nicely for them. We'll see what they can do with it. Both supports now level 6
by
in
Mirage.
Navi. Yeah, I mean he's got the regen, but gotta be careful. We've not seen Monomakiss's Static Storm, any of this. What happens if Zero Tenacity are to walk into a multi-hero Static Storm? Slight chains. No, Mirage is kind of offering himself up, but
Has that regen ready to go at any point, so feels more than confident. Just keep on poking and prodding, seeing if you can get a response out of Navi. But yeah, you are right. Like these big spells from Navi, they should have impact. You know, there's no save, there's no Disruptor, Oracle, Dazzle, anything like that. So you catch the hero in these spells, so there's no reason for them to live. But I don't know. We'll see. Mirage desperately wants to play with this regen rune. Zayat's pinged out, but not really getting jumped. It might be Got the Juice once again on the receiving end. Riddies is near. But he does not get seen. He's going to have to drop the ult here to try and help him out. And Got the Juice actually turning this one around, but the Golem's coming down once again. Lift up as well. Throwing Got the Juice around. He just cannot get off his damage here. And now he's in trouble once more. Kiss is coming in over the top. RP doesn't land onto Mirage like he was hoping for. Just gets the Warlock. And sure, they will kill him, but that is a very, very weak bounty as 4-2-3 jumping in, looking for more. Takes down Zayats. It is 4 dead on the side of Na'Vi. Niku the only survivor, and he's got a Remnant out, so should be okay. Still, just gonna be annoying playing in their faces. But again, the Sven, each time he's trying his hardest to have some sort of impact on these fights. There's really nothing for him to do.
Yeah, they are just constantly just leading the charge, finding the pickoffs, and
Positive metal.
Zero Tenacity. I'm just loving the way they're playing this game, right? They broke from their lanes. SE on the Warlock, he's kind of conducting the team, dragging heroes into fight. Like, he brings 43 for a fight, lets him go back to farm, then gets Mirage, goes for a pickoff, resets for a farm. Just moving around the map really, really nicely. And meanwhile, they're all scaling just extremely well. All their heroes, both the supports, the 3 cores, farming very, very efficiently. 43 did go back for the armlet. Universal hero, but yeah, some damage, attack speed. Even the odd toggle might be quite nice to play around with. Into the likes of a Sven or something could be a deciding factor. Yeah, just getting any stats is quite nice for universal heroes as well. More
Definitely.
damage.
More damage. Top lane. Nefert's just chilling. He's always hanging out, always ready to Fiend's Gate across. Doing the exact same build we saw last game pretty much as well, with the pipe into the Ags.
He enjoyed it so much, he's like, you know what, I'll do it too. To be fair, I think he played Underlord earlier today, so he might have done it there as well.
Yeah, fair. Roshan will die. Aegis going over to Mirage. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. And the fact that Na'Vi just didn't come up to this fight at all is sort of showing you how weak they feel. This is a pretty intense team fight team on Na'Vi. You have RP, you've got the Disruptor as well. And of course Sven too. But no response to Roshan. Really, he's being hunted by 4-2-3. Oh, he does show on the wave here, so he is going to die. 4-2-3 jumps up and will be getting this kill.
Positive metal attitude.
I respect the fact that Reddy's always used PMA every time he dies. He's consistent. TP's mid dies, PMA. TP's top dies, PMA. Dies bottom, PMA. Yep. He is 0-4-1 Hulk. I didn't realize how bad his scoreline was. I mean, to be fair, they only have 2 kills, so...
Yeah,
any
yeah,
hero
it couldn't be
on
much
Navi.
better than that, to be fair, so... Got the juice. Kind of passes by Mirage, but now does get seen as PMA. Is he going to try and save him here? Got the juice, just getting jumped, and yeah, no real response from the Magnus. PMA was right there, by the way, within blink distance, and just said, nah, sorry, brother.
It was in cooldown originally, though, so as soon as they jumped, I think it was on 4 to 5 second cooldown, and then the fight did drag out a little bit, but... Yeah, Na'Vi, they cannot show at all on the map right now. The only way in which they really take a fight is the classic, right? The high ground Magnus, the drag back into the tier 3s, into the tier 4s, make them feel like they're in a bad position. So for Na'Vi, it's try and stabilize their net worth as much as possible. Don't die whilst you're in this kind of farm state, not wanting to fight. Get your cores to at least 1 more item. Zero Tenacity, they are a good 5 or so minutes away from, you know, knocking on your high ground and trying to end this game.
In addition to the Helm, I think the Snapfire has also been a very key component of Navi's strategy in terms of delaying games and being annoying and getting resources from the map. Utilizing the shards.
Is Zayat's going to make the play?
Ooh.
He's in position.
Seen this one before. Does he have the vision down, though?
He doesn't have scan, so he might just wait for the Tormentor to die. No, he's
No.
just going now. Glob,
Going for it.
Glob.
I don't think he's got the damage, though, unfortunately, to kill off the Tormentor. And now it's going to be spotted out by the Storm, who's on guard duty, and they will kill off Zayats. But, oh, maybe GZ. No one's going to drop. A cute
If he had a
idea.
ward,
Maybe if he
that-
waited just a little bit longer.
But he was doing it
could've
blind.
worked. But yeah.
So it's like, we know he's a bit too early. But if he had a ward or any way to just, even a scan, just to go, you know what, they're there, wait 4 or 5 seconds, but to do it blind, fair play. It was a solid attempt, and you got to make these type of plays when the game's this much of a stalemate, or not even a stalemate, just a, that's the wrong word
Lose.
entirely.
Losing situation. Yes.
Yeah, despair game, there you go, that's the word, not stalemate. Oh, big zip
Yeah, for the Torm.
for the wisdom.
Yep, you're right.
No worries, mate. It has been a long day.
That's a very long, tiring series for us, yeah. Well, the Tormentor is still available if anybody from Navi wants to go on a bit of an adventure for it. So far, they haven't really decided to.
The what? Sorry, you keep saying Tormentor, brother.
Did I say it again? Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no excuse on that one. But Niku's dead to 4-2-3 in the gang, down on the bottom side. That's a,
I'm
that's
like
a pretty
clicking
big
around
catch.
like, is a second Tormentor? What's happening?
Stuck in last
bug,
year's
yeah.
patch.
Yeah. Oh, that was
Teams
real
have
fun.
Tormentor. Good
It's
times.
15 minutes, guys. Everyone go hit it real quick. Just have a
Run back to
truce.
your corner of the map.
Yeah. What a riveting time.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah, 4-2-3 has been making absolute magic happen on this Marcy, though.
is under attack.
Yeah.
We were kind of asking a lot from him this game, but he's absolutely delivered. Farming, killing, finding pace, and they're going to run to the other side of the map and look at Got the Juice. Got the Juice trying to turn aggressively onto Mirage here. Has the BKB and is just going to try and leave, but there's a golem on his head. SE says, absolutely not, sir. Dies again in the exact same place. And now Zayat's going for some kisses. RP coming down, kind of baiting in the Storm here, but he's being thrown around all over the place, but they will get the kill. PMA takes him out. But what is going to be the cost? Well, it's certainly going to be Zayat, but Niku and Riddies will actually be able to grab themselves the gem and get themselves away. I think that was on the Storm Spirit, so they get themselves a pretty big kill in the Storm and a little bit more vision to go their way.
I mean, the biggest problem in the game for Navi is the fact that their carry is 0-5-1 and is the one getting picked off every single time. In all these big moments, if you were to like create a highlight montage of this game, it's got the juice dying top, got the juice dying top, got the juice dying top, right? Like, it is the thing happening over and over again. He keeps playing this area, he keeps dying, and I don't know how different the game would have been, but of course the good angle for Navi at least is they got the gem. They're gonna have some vision on the map. They're not gonna fully go blind on the map and have their Sven be 0-5. It's all these small things that might add up to that one moment. But Navi, they're showing that they're still very focused on the fight. Getting the kill on the Storm there. They know what they need to do. They know how to combo. That sounds
I really
quite...
like that bait from Zayat where
Yeah.
he's just throwing in the kisses. He knows fully well what's going to happen. The Storm's going to jump
Yeah.
him, but he had the teammates behind him. He had an RP, he had a Psych Storm.
Very true. Very, very true.
Minutes in. Doesn't feel like a 24-minute game. Zero Tenacity have been playing this one really, really quick.
No, they are. It's like the perfect recipe for like I'm gonna say online team, because teams that don't get to LAN, they only play online tournaments, thus online team. But still, it's like this is how I want to see them play, right? It's strong lane, a clear idea what they want to do, and keep replicating it time and time again throughout the game. That is like the journey to becoming a much stronger team. Being able to have these type of games, and got the juice, gets jumped again, has to use BKB, TP's out. It's the Sven is not having
Leaves.
any fun in this game at all.
Yeah, unfortunately leaving both of his supports behind though. Riddies and Zayats are going to get cleaned up by the broom. That is Nefrit and Mirage. 1-0 Tenacity, and then immediately back towards mid to force that one out. playing the map well as well, making sure that none of the lanes are shoving in. I think that's why the game feels so fast, because Na'Vi are actually really struggling to get any of their lanes out significantly. It's always just being counter-shoved. You got the Helm on 4-2-3, you've got the Underlord just constantly flying all around the place, proving very, very hard for Na'Vi to get any breathing room on this map. And again, that's what Zayats does in this hero on the Snapfire usually. He gets lanes out, he pushes in, he makes space.
Positive metal.
Sven's now calling his team like, guys, I'm going to go farm top, but please be with me. I don't want to die again. I don't want to BKB again.
This ward is feeling somewhat illegal, which Zayats is walking over right now.
The gem is in base. I wouldn't mind if Na'Vi puts the gem on the courier, kind of
Ooh,
deward it as they go, put it back on the courier. Like, these are the moves that might have given them that access to one smoke, but again, they are smoked up, but it has been connected by a zero
They
Tenacity
saw it.
scan. Yeah, and they saw it on the ward, that is true.
yeah.
And also the ward has been seen in the mid lane.
Okay, this is a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, kill the centaur. At least I can get that one. And the empowered flag bearer creep. Yeah, that'll
Very
get
powerful.
him. Its empower ran out. Shame.
Beautiful position though from GZ. Places his own ward, hugs behind the tree, so if there is going to be like a secondary smoke from Na'Vi, it will instantly be broken. 4-2-3, shows on the wave.
Then, yeah, he's going to go here with the God Strength. Doesn't pop the BKB just yet. Blink Dagger still available from Got the Juice, but they've kind of left Riddies behind, so he's just going to straight up die. No buyback available. Got the Juice, find this target. Big RP coming on down. Wait, is there enough damage here, though? Got the Juice gets immediately turned around upon. He needs to can just keep hitting, but 4-2-3 might just be too strong at this point. He takes down the Sven, and he's still surviving through it all. Can they finally finish him off? Yes, they can. Niku clears through one, clears through two, but I don't think the Storm Spirit's being slowed down. He's staying on top of Zayats, doing the damage, taking him down, trying to look for Niku as well. He is fresh out of mana on the side of Mirage, but that's not really going to matter with GZ helping him out as well. Niku getting controlled up, getting stunned up. He's got a remnant to jump to, and he's just about going to be able to make it out.
I think that's net win Na'Vi. No? My gut tells me
mean,
that's...
I feel like it was whoa, they get a lot of gold from the comeback mechanics, and yeah,
Yep.
it's you know, that kill onto 4-2-3 was worth a whole chunk of change.
So if we click on Marcy, there is about a 600 gold difference to that fight going absolutely awful for Na'Vi, and that's because he is a morbid mask away from the Satanic.
Yeah,
But for
in that
Na'Vi at
situation there, it's fight over.
Yeah, exactly. But for Na'Vi at least, they found a good RP, they had good entry, but of course, they're, 10,000 gold behind, they are lacking a bit of damage. If there was a Daedalus on the Sven, different story that fight. But both teams, one item would have changed that. Marcy having Satanic, easily wiping Na'Vi. If Sven had a Crystalus or a Daedalus, of course I'm kind of getting a bit optimistic there, based on his game so far, but both teams need to be careful. There's a lot of jump potential on either side now. The Storm jumping in, the Underlord with the Ags, or Na'Vi with an RP. But Na'Vi, they smoked up again. They felt that previous fight was probably more winnable. So they want to try and replicate it. They want to try and find another entry. Wrapping around.
Still no Satanic, by the way. If they do take this fight here, then yeah, it's a big inflection
25
point.
gold.
They're going to have to wait for the courier, though. Na'Vi, they're coming quick. No way. They're going into the Roche before...
Ooh,
Okay.
a blink from SE. Nice.
Yeah, the Warlock getting away. And that's going to ring the alarm bell for Zero Tenacity and make them realize they need to get out of here. It's going to give 4-2-3 enough time to grab that Satanic and uses the special delivery to get it immediately. Did forget about that one. Whoa, big jump in onto Riddies here from Mirage, and that's just going to be dead. Gem on the deck
Hey,
as well.
Riddies, do the
Anyone
line,
want
do
that?
the line.
He's too focused on the gem this time around.
It's fine. Now he'll
back.
PMA. Interesting. The mood has changed.
He's broken.
He's a broken man.
Yeah, maybe that does show us something about how they're actually feeling about this game, that the rest of them they've been so confident in, but this one, they're feeling like they just can't find their footing. Oh, Zayat dares to step close to a ward, and immediately just has that global root coming down upon him, and now he can't do a damn thing. Let's go inside the diagram.
They're gonna get the shard. Go away, disruptor. Not the worst shard. Here's that ball that getting the Thunderstrike, being able to throw it down, check out some vision, leave it lingering. It's gonna be quite nice. Oh, Roshan's okay. Going the way of Storm, interesting. I was expecting it maybe to go to Marcy because for Zero Tenacity to progress this game, they either need to kill or go high ground. And Marcy will of course do both very well. Storm will do the killing part very well. So it is kind of a sign that Zero Tenacity is going to be looking more for map play and pickoffs to then try to go high ground, rather than just of course sending Marcy up. That is somewhat predictable based on the fact they are playing into Magnus. I can see why, but we'll see if Navi reads the fact that Storm took the Aegis and will play a little bit more cautiously maybe on the map to ensure these pickoffs don't occur. As Niku is actually very close to a refresher. We saw how in the previous fight his remnants were doing quite a lot. His build is really annoying if uncontested and not jumped. Especially also when they're clumped up. You put down, what, 3-4 remnants into a fight, jump on top of it. It is a lot of damage.
Yeah, that can
Are
be a
there any
problem
other
real
big
quick.
items? I mean, Navi, they got the Daedalus on the Sven. In halfway to refresher on Magnus, like Navi are getting back into the game. And when we say back into the game, Zero Tenacity are yet to go high ground, right? So we're yet to see the game actually become Zero Tenacities, right? If that makes sense. Like the map play, the pickoff, sure, doing great for Zero Tenacity, but they've not, crippled Navi. They've not taken a Rax or done anything to start progressing the, hey, we're going towards a game 3.
Yeah, I do know what you mean about that. It kind of feels like the elephant in the room at this point, where they've waited so long, and at this point, it's going to be pretty scary to ever approach Navi. Now that is indeed a refresher orb done from Niku.
Mm-hmm. And just look at the net worths though. Like even though the 3 net worths are on top for Zero Tenacity, you're still within like 1,000 gold, give or take, from core to core, right? It's not as if it's one core at 12k net worth and ooh, what's happening, right? It's just everyone's quite nicely farmed. The big net worth disparity comes from Disruptor to Rubik or Warlock. That's half of the gold leaders, one support being richer than the other. So the game is extremely close when you look at it in the finer details. And Navi, they're not offering up any of this pickoff that we were mentioning. 2.5 minutes left on the Aegis. Zero Tenacity, they need to find something. For them to go high ground, it's not that simple. They need to find a kill. But the minimap is quite hilarious. They are really spread very, very wide. They are hiding on Navi. It's one guy top just TP'd out. Zero Tenacity scan, then to walk to the area. So they're just chasing shadows, not finding anything.
No, nothing at all. I'm not sure if Nefrit was actually looking for the Sven here. I feel like he might have been. Or maybe even trying to see if there was a Magnus or maybe even a Snapfire around there, but doesn't connect. Yeah, this is a scary game to play for Navi, though. Don't forget, it's like, it is fully global catch, if you show on a ward, that Underlord is just going to lock you down immediately.
We didn't really speak about it as well, but neutral items, right? Riddles did get the greedy enchantment, so 100 GPM, he's going to be working towards his Agnums for free. And then you've got Zayats also with greedy, but the tier 2 version, so he's got 75 GPM. So they are both supports, even though the game's been somewhat starved, they are slowly working their way towards more utility for the team, more setup. I believe PMA does actually have the refresher when his courier gets to the secret shop. Ember's not dead as of yet. Still not
Nope.
dead as of yet. Still
Nope,
not dead.
he's still not. Nope, he's just all right. How do they know he's here? Oh, they got the Watcher. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, that was
A
an
little
impressive pick. Oh, wait, yeah, Watcher.
Yeah.
The good thing in that for Nico is he didn't use refresher. That was just some casual remnants.
Yeah, that is
Are
true.
you as nervous as I am? Like, I'm there's part of me
Yeah,
where
I'm.
I want
feeling
to
like
see Zero
it's-
Tenacity win this, but
Same.
because I said Epic Game 3, new team, going up against Navi, like it shows depth for the region, like it's kind of hype, but the longer it goes, I'm like, can you beat the double RP, the 8 million remnants of a Ember Spirit, Aghanim's Disruptor?
It needs to be really decisive from Zero Tenacity, I think. It can't be a messy fight.
Oh, this next fight is gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be an
For
absolute
someone.
slaughter. Yeah, exactly. Niku doesn't have buyback, but he's standing up front. What is the buyback situation looking like? Ooh, okay, double support and Magnus has buyback, and economically, only Rubik has it for Zero Tenacity. So, could maybe offer up a support on Navi, soak the initiation, buyback, and then look for a fight that way. Yeah, we didn't really mention it. The Aegis has expired, of course. The Storm Spirit picked up a Shiva's some minutes ago. As we are now looking at the tier 4 neutral items. They will be slowly getting picked up as they farm across the map. And as we say that, Navi, they don't care. They're smoked up. They now want to be the aggressors. 43, he's showing on the wave. And the positioning of the team right now, Storm doesn't actually have any mana. He's 400 mana. So if Navi connect,
TP out
Storm
from
will
Marcy.
not be able to join the fight.
43's on the run.
Ooh,
Stunned.
the
Oh, it
blink!
doesn't connect. He just gets away. What a blink from Jeezy. That was so quick. Okay, he's still going to die, but I mean, it's a small Rubik kill could result in... Nah, nothing really.
Yeah, Roshan's still dead. Tormentor isn't up. Nothing really to obtain. Right, let's look at the tier 4s.
Let's...
We're giant small for an Underlord. Don't really see that too often. I guess he didn't have many good options, but bit of Brawny wants to survive. Monocle for Rubik, of course, cast range, more HP, there's burst. Sorry.
Refresh orb. finish
Marcy
on
has
Magnus.
kept Spark of Courage to tier 4?
Bro. There is no way.
Dyer's
10 damage.
Or 5 armor when he's below 50% HP. I mean, maybe he rates the 5 armor really highly. It's like he's got S and Y. I mean, I have no idea. I'm gonna try and cook. All right, I'm gonna try and cook. He's
Did
gonna
we get
get by
to see
RP.
what options he had?
No. I've never seen a Spark of Courage get health to tier 4 before.
No, me neither.
I will, as soon as this game ends, win or lose, I will message him. I will ask him. I'll be like, brother. But I do think that against Fen Mag, when you are Marcy, you hit by stun, you're getting right clicked. Any drop of armor is going to be useful. Then you unleash, turn around, satanic, fight shores, right? So if his logic is, I want a way to survive their jump, and no neutral item does it for me at the moment, then technically, of all the items available, that's the one that does something during stun, right? Gale Guard, can't press
Yeah.
it, right? You've got Outworld stuff, can't press it, you're stunned. So I can
is
see there is some logic.
It is just really funny though, going to the neutrals tab on the Radiant side and just seeing Spark of Courage, Spark of Courage, Spark of Courage, Spark of Courage.
Yep, that is true. But no, I
And more to
think
go.
my assumption I feel was somewhat in the correct line of thinking, but I couldn't think. If it would be hilarious if he's like, "Oh, I just like 10 damage." That would get me.
Yeah.
I'd be done.
That would be proper funny. But we are about to close in on 10 minutes with a single kill, so you know.
It's going crazy, mate. Honestly, I'm going absolutely crazy. Help! I need something. I need to talk about something. Something new. I just got a message. There is no way that is good.
Yeah.
Hey,
Smoke up
I'm
in the
just
middle
trying
lane.
to speak for the player. I ain't saying it's good or bad.
GTJ. Does he want to grab the arcane? No, but Niku does. He can't resist. Do they see it disappear? I'm not sure. I'm really upset that Zayas isn't going for an Aghanim Scepter, by the way. Can I say that?
Sure.
I'm as scythe-pilled as the next guy, but you gotta Ags Max on Snapfire. It's the best save in the damn game.
You said so many words that would. Yep, 1 second, processing it. Yep,
Trying to appeal to a broader range of viewers here.
you really are capturing that younger audience.
So absolutely.
All right, can you talk about the disruptor item pickup for the younger audience, please?
I'm not doubling down on this one. But yeah, Aghanims for readies, of
The
course.
audience gone.
If you,
They disconnected.
yeah, they've disconnected. Too boring for them anyway. 1 kill in 10 minutes. That's not ADHD proof. Roshan. We are going to be forced to fight around this one, I would imagine. There's no shot that Navi just leave this one for good.
He's in the pit. They see him. They have Static Storm. They have RP. He's gonna
RP
be
throwing
dead.
him back. Everything being used to just take down this Marcy, and they're going to be successful in doing so. Buyback is, of course, available for the Marcy here. But buyback running all the way over. No outpost to TP to. Tier 2 you can get to. It's just feeling awkward here, but it's going to have to be the case. Marcy buying back into this. Niku, he's playing around, he's bouncing around, he's doing whatever he wants, but forced to pop the BKB and gets himself away. It's actually inside the electric vortex there, which is kind of crazy, but still gets it off, still gets away. Refresher used, by the way.
They have to disengage, yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of cool in this one. Niku is completely out of remnants. They do not have, well, they do have another RP if they really want it.
But with no God Strength, with no Mortimer Kisses, with no RP, sure, again, like I said, no second RP. There's Static Storm. Don't really want to fight. So you're probably going to have to get 43, the Aegis. Yes, he used buyback, but then he got the Aegis. It is still somewhat okay for Zero Tenacity, but look at the net worth now. Navi finally take claim.
How much do you really trust this Aegis, though? This feels like a bit of a bait.
It can be. Very, very easily it can be. You go high ground, you get RP'd into tier 4, you die on your first life. During the Aegis respawn, you get Static Storm. It could be a disaster for Zero Tenacity to think this Aegis means more, especially with buyback being on cooldown. Of course, in an ideal world, yeah, both supports are dead, but the respawn time, it's... Look at the waves right now. It's going to take around 30 seconds for the creeps to get to the tower. It's nothing too crazy.
You're right. Let's all relax.
Thank you very much. I'm
Too
down
much
to see
action
no kills
happened.
again for 10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
The rush of the fight got to my head. We should, yeah.
But yeah, talking about the Marcy Aegis, it's like, yeah, just so much to throw down on her if they don't commit too much to the first life, which, considering there's probably not going to be a BKB,
Oh,
just
yeah,
doing some
GG.
things, throwing some cubes.
I still don't
See
get
about-
why players actively want to use the green effect for Rubik. It's such like a pay to lose cosmetic, but also kind of cool that you don't care enough that
Why
you're
has
going
got
to
the
use it.
juice here?
He loves being in the
Good
top
question.
lane. That's the
Ooh.
yeah.
Okay. Well, he's really holding his own BKB here. I mean, he must have info on where 423's at, because otherwise he would not be doing this, because 423 with the Basher could... oh, it doesn't have the Basher, sorry.
Doesn't have a basher, not yet.
Queued
He's
up.
getting there, but not yet. So what happens if Zero Tenacity don't do anything for 3 minutes? Then Aegis expires.
Yeah,
And then there's that
waiting
awkward
for-
2.5 minute window of no buyback and no Aegis on Marcy. That is quite a concern for Zero Tenacity if they aren't to think about it. So I would like to see them
Marcy
try
gets-
and do something. Yeah.
I guess the shard's kind of nice for Marcy. Yeah, we're going to be hitting square one once again, and these refresher fights are going to be really, really difficult for Zero Tenacity to play. Double RP, 10 charges on the remnants, plus whatever he can get from the kills and the fights with the shard and everything as well. So probably looking more like edging towards 15. Oh, Sven. No BKB on Sven, by the way. This could be bad. Zayats is here, throwing in some shields. Hasn't used a cookie just yet. Oh, that's a big RP coming down. Oh, no. They get the Aegis, they get SC, they get Nefrit as well, and now they're looking for more. 4-2-3 coming back for another round here. Buyback comes out from SC as well. He's still got a goal.
Oh, he's just stunned up.
He wants to use it, but 4-2-3 getting skewered up, getting taken down, but he's first how it comes out
Satanic.
from here. He's healing up, he's taken down, got the juices. Sven's going to be the one to die instead. PMA, he's got to do it himself, jumping right into their faces. They will kill off the Marcy without buyback. This is huge. The pings are coming out. Navi, they want to turn this one around, but they've got to do it without their Sven. PMA, though, he is doing work, as is Niku. Bounce around the fight, but Rubik also stealing the remnants and doing so much work himself, looking to take down just about everybody. Mirage on top of Niku. Niku can't really stand up to this Storm Spirit. Niku on the run, but Storm Spirit still chasing, but well out of mana now, so Niku should be able to make a clean getaway from this one. Ooh, dear. It looked so close to Navi losing everything, but they managed to get the kill onto the Marcy in the end, and starting off with that phenomenal RP from PMA.
Yeah, I mean, Navi, of course, with the heroes they have, the items they have, at any minute they can get the jump, but the counterpoint to that is Marcy, with all the items that she has, it just takes one solar crest, one right click, one anything, a little buff up, and Marcy can just, life steal back up and turn a fight around. It kind of feels like if Marcy had Refresher, these fights could be different, right? Imagine a second BKB, a second Satanic. It would be so different, but again, not really on the cards yet for 4-2-3. Niku just doing so much work. His scoreline 4-2-7 doesn't look too great, but you look at the amount of kills they've got. Yeah, he's done quite a lot for his team, to be fair, right? It's 11 out of 13 kills, and I feel like every single fight we're looking at, it's the multiple remnants, the jump, the back, PMA on the Magnus, multiple horn tosses and skewers. And yeah, everyone on Navi is kind of firing on all cylinders to ensure that they can claw their way back into this game. And yeah, the net worth, it's stabilized. It's holding even for both teams. And it really just feels like who jumps who. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But whilst everyone on Navi is kind of putting in a shift, there's only a couple of players on Zero Tenacity who are able to put in a shift. It's those who don't get caught in the RP, that don't get comboed down by the Sven. But they are stepping up. GZ absolutely stepping up in that last fight, delivering so heavily on the Rubik, stealing the remnants, bouncing around, being able to be that spellcasting nuisance which every root player dreams of being. And Mirage also joining him and just breaking these fights apart, not getting sucked into the combos, and generally being huge issues. But of course, there's no ignoring the fact that was an Aegis fight. And it still didn't go Zero Tenacity's way, really, so what hope do they have without an Aegis when those cooldowns are back from Navi? They have to be hyper vigilant about the timings. They must have these refresher orbs timed and know that it's almost go time for Navi once again. Of course, we have hit some 25s, so I think Mirage is probably the biggest one, which is why he's building this this refresher with the Aghanims. It's pretty much one of the most ridiculous combos in the game a singular hero can pull off. Got the juice, of course, has the extra damage. Niku, Remnant Recharge Restore Time just completely changes his game. Pit of Malice bonus route on the Underlord. It's not all that. It's important. Extra stun for PMA on RP. Kind of counters any state of resistance you've got going on, but we do have a fight brewing here. T, what are both of these teams looking for at the moment?
I'll keep it simple, boss. A good, clean jump.
Well, this will just be the singular hero. They're scouting for more with the kisses, trying to see if anybody else is around, but they won't be finding it. They will be finding a gem at least. Riddy's now having the 2 gems. Very nice. So tense, this game. 40 seconds till Roshan can start respawning, but I don't think Navi care that much. I mean, Rosh doesn't mean an awful lot to them, I would say.
I'm surprised Storm also hasn't picked up his shard, right? Like, he's got Aghanims, he's playing with Marcy. There's like a lot of attacks flying throughout the fight, but hasn't really hasn't picked up the Overload shard upgrade. Again, small things, nitpicking. Don't think it probably really matters in the grand scheme, but
I don't know what you mean.
so. This would have been a hype game. If this was an arena game, by the way, just to be clear, this would have been hype. Like, even though it's kind of low kills here and there, just the fact that it's like the aggression of the early game, then it slowed down. Like, yeah.
We've had some incredible team fights, some incredible moments, especially from PMA.
I tried to do my best following the Remnants doing camera work, and I realized that I would have probably broke the necks of most of our viewers doing it.
A circle has been drawn to.
Underlord wants to fight.
Big circle and small circle.
Ooh.
We sit in our jungle, we jump the middle lane. No, you sit in our jungle, I go middle lane. Okay, but Navi, they're the ones on the charge. Niku in the front, gets revealed. Gonna give the vision here. Jumping onto the 2. That's a nice RP coming down once again, but a stolen RP from Jeezy. It comes flying back in the other direction. It is gonna be Nefrit, likely the first to fall, but PMA dies immediately. Both of them buy back instantly. Got the juice, trying to fight up with a Marcy, and this time he's gonna win. Mirage can't step too close to got the juices. Nefrit's back from the dead and gets right up and got the juice's face. He's just trying to man fight the guy. What? I mean, he's back in with another RP from PMA. It doesn't keep got the juice alive though, because Jeezy's on the case once again, just doing so much damage from the sidelines. These shockwaves are tearing them apart. It's doing way too much, but 4-2-3's in once again. A dieback from the Marcy. With those huge diebacks coming out from Zero Tenacity, I don't know if they've got enough left. This could be the end.
They used everything to kill off Suspend, but he's not the true carrier of this game. It's every single player on NAVI at some point has carried this game, be it from Static Storms or RPs or multiple Remnants, right? It's, yeah, incredible stuff. And of course, I forgot to mention a Snapfire spell just in case. So that's the cookie saves. But either way, everyone on NAVI is doing so much work in the fight. And they are, yeah, just outshining Zero Tenacity as the game progresses. You know, really showing their class as a team over the last year or so. That experience is exactly what's carrying them to potentially a Game 2 and series victory, to be the first team to qualify to the what number? 27th season of DreamLeague.
Yep,
It's a lot of Dream Leagues.
A little bit jumpy here as we got a little bit of lag coming out, but yes, we had a lot of buybacks there. Now, importantly, we still have the Storm Spirit buyback, we still have the Ember Spirit buyback, and we will be having a Warlock buyback. Honestly, the one I fear most in this entire game is the Storm Spirit. These electric vortexes with the AoE, you can't underestimate it. It can do so much. But of course,
He did just queue up a shard, so I am worried that he's gonna full send no buyback. I bought a shard, guys.
Really funny.
But look at the spark of courage. It's blue right now because Marcy's dead. You don't normally see that at 53 minutes.
No, you don't. That 5 armor didn't quite make the difference. Ooh. Okay, Rubik Remnants just being thrown into the mix. Oop, hello. Just a little prank. I mean, it's forcing them back. Probably not the Remnants, probably more the fact that they have to tier 2 up, but no, I think it's the Remnants. They're green and scary.
I'm sure there's probably like an unknown Rubik bug that's absolutely game breaking that no one's discovered. Can't wait.
Yeah, usually. Just far too many mechanics in this game for everyone to have discovered them all by now. Hex finished off from Niku. This suddenly doesn't feel so secure for Navi anymore, by the way. Like, I know they have an
Wait,
Aegis.
what?
I know.
Wait, sorry.
No one
Whoa,
has any buybacks.
I'm gonna pause this for a second.
Yeah, go for it. I can defend this till the...
No, it's fine. You know what? Please, I will let you.
No spell in the game matters as long as you have a buyback available, but nobody does anymore. It's in
But
that sense, it is
3
an even
minutes.
game. Yeah. You have an
3
Aegis,
minutes.
for
Sven
sure.
has Aegis. All right. A on disc in the backpack of the Sven with a refresher shot. Okay. Magnus A on disc and a refresher. Ember Spirit has the buyback, jumping in like a madman. All right. Navi are laying down the foundation to make sure that this buyback fiasco goes their way.
Well, let's see. No one's dying as of yet. Mirage popping that BKB. Don't forget, he is one of our buybackers. So if Mirage dies here, it's not the end of the world. They're instead going to jump onto Nefrit. Got the juices committing, but he just cannot pop everything to kill off Nefrit here. He has to keep something in the tank. 4-2-3 looking for a target. It actually gets the Abyssal, but now finally the RP comes down from PMA, giving Got the Juice a target. He's got to kill a 4-2-3 here, and he will. Down goes the Marcy. Down goes SC as well. Got the Juice still on the front lines doing work. As Mirage, he's got a huge electric vortex in the back lines onto the 3 of them, but he just doesn't have the follow-up. He doesn't have any friends, and he's going to die cold, sad, and alone as the Sven comes bouncing all through this fight right now, but I think this may be the end as they will kill off Jeezy, and it will be Na'Vi taking the first slot in the Western EU region and qualifying to DreamLeague Season 27.
And what a way to do it in this game too, right? To be backs against the wall, down 10,000 gold, the pressure of Storm, Marcy, even Warlock running around the map. There was so much fight from Zero Tenacity, but they weren't able